Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be decorating one of my blank mini albums, and I'm going to be using the Enchanted Land collection by Chavela. This collection is so pretty. It has all these beautiful fairies and it is the perfect spring collection. So the blank album that I'm using, it is a very simple base album. I do have a tutorial for that, so I will link it down below if you want to work on the base. And so on this video we're going to be adding the paper and also adding some layouts as well. So the album that I am decorating, it's an 8x8 and the inside pages are 7.5 by 7.5. So I am using the 8x8 paper collection and trimming the pages down to 7.25 by 7.25. So basically I am just selecting one sheet for each paper, for each page, and then we're going to add some different layouts and decorate each one of the pages. So for the inside covers, I am cutting my design paper a little bit bigger at 7.5 by 7.5. So to add some layouts, I'm going to be using my heavyweight cardstock, and I'm going to cut one piece at 6 by 6 and one piece at 6 by 6.5, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch along the 6.5 inch side. That way we can join those two together and create a little booklet. And I'm doing this size so I can use the 6 by 6 cutouts on the 12 by 12 paper collection. So I am also using some heavyweight cardstock to create a smaller booklet. So this piece here measures 4.25 by 8.5, and I'm scoring at 4.25 to kind of do the same thing, but I'm going to be using the 4 by 4 little booklets. And then this other piece is 4.25 by 4.5, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch to join those two together, and that way this will be like a little trifold piece. Then I'm going to use the cut apart sheet, and I'm going to take this little fairy on the door and I'm going to make that into a booklet as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut this around, and then I'm going to back this on my heavyweight cardstock. I'm going to trim the cardstock, and then we're going to score right at the end of that door to make that into a booklet. So I'm just going to place that on my scoreboard and just give it a nice score, and then we're just going to cut around the shape of the door one more time, and that way we will have a fun little booklet that looks like the fairy door. Then I'm going to use the same technique that we did for the door and create simple booklets for some of the cut aparts on the collection as well, so we can add throughout the book. Then I'm cutting some of the elements on the collection, and I'm also using some chipboard to add a little bit of volume to these pieces and to add around the book as well. So now we're going to work on the cover. So I am using one of the sheets from the A4 pack, which is this really pretty florals. I'm going to be using that one for the back, and then I'm also going to be using some of the elements from the 12 by 12 collection as well. So I really love those fairy houses, the mushroom houses. They're just so pretty, so I definitely want to put one of those on the cover. So this piece here is also from the 12 by 12, and I went ahead and cut these at 7 3/4 by 7 3/4, and then the piece that I'm using for the spine is 7 3/4 by 3 1/4, because my spine measures 3 1/2. So again, if you want to create the exact same base, I do have a tutorial for that, so I will link below. And then we're going to start decorating the cover. So I'm going to cut one of the mushrooms. They're just all so beautiful. So I'm just gonna take one out, and I'm going to also back these on heavyweight cardstock to give it more strength. And then we're gonna be adding some chipboard on the back to create additional volume. Then I'm going to cut some of the fairy elements from this page, and I'm also going to back these on heavyweight cardstock and then add those to the cover. And then I'm just going to finish up decorating the cover with a little bit of lace and some flowers that I have here from my stash. And so I hope that you guys enjoy decorating this book with me. I hope that I gave you some ideas on how to add some booklets into a very simple album base. Don't forget to go visit Ciao Vela. You will always find inspiration on their YouTube channel, different tutorials and projects from the design team as well. Yeah, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.